Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're back with some nice chill RU laddering using my boy MV's RU offensive team. Let's just head right into it. Honestly, I've been having my ups and downs with Showdown, and I feel like I'm on tilt in OU at least, so I don't feel like playing OU right now. So that's why I decided might as well play some RU before I get back into it. Do a little VGC on my DS, maybe some Wi-Fi battles as well, until I'm getting back into the groove of things. Because I've been playing simulators, Shoddy, PO, and Showdown for years, and I'm trying not to get burnt out, which is why I'm taking breaks from certain things. Even though technically I'm still on Showdown, if that makes sense. I don't know. I guess OU was just annoying me. But my opponent's team, very yellow. Yeah, very yellow and gold, I guess. That's cool. This dude had a mono color. Maybe it's mono color. Mono shiny color? I don't even know. Crustal's a great lead. He does not have a defogger on his team. Unless Driftblim learns defog, which I don't think it does, or Rotom. I don't think Rotom learns defog. Rotom fan anyway. But I'm going to lead off with my Crustal because I can get up as many hazards as possible as he ends up leading off with Driftblim. I can revenge kill it with my Drapion, and as well as my Rhyperior, which can actually destroy his team if I get up my hazard. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. Gonna get up my Stealth Rock, and he ends up Calm Minding up. That is fine. I think that I can afford to go for Shell Smash right here, as he is going to Calm Mind up again. Getting a little bit greedy, but because of my Shell Smash, I will be able to outspeed him and destroy him with this Stone Edge. He actually does not have a Rock Resist on his team, so Crustal can actually sweep him. On top of it, just supported itself by getting up its own Stealth Rock. So hopefully I do land this this Stone Edge right here on this Drifblim. It is, it's Stone Edge, so I'm expecting it to probably miss, but we connect, nice, and I think. All right, good game, bro. We're gonna look for another game, guys. I'll pause it till we find. We'll be right back. All right, so we got another game, and I guess Scyther is his defogger. Another guy without a Rock Resist. But again, Crustal's just a great lead in general. Get up hazards, supports itself, ends up leading off a Kof Agrius, which usually means that I get up as many hazards as I want because it's going to burn me first, then it's going to go for Shadow Ball and stuff like that. So I'm going to get up my Stealth Rock as well as a Spike, and what I'm planning to do is letting him kill me, or let him kill me rather, that way I can then go out into my Drapion and get up an SD on his probably Will-O-Wisp. I do have the Lumberry, and then I can just, destroy his entire team from there. So gonna SD up with my Drapion. This is hyper offense. Basically get up hazards and smash as much as possible. He ends up landing that Wisp, so he burns my Lum, but I can knock him out with a +2 knockoff. He has, oh my god, he actually survived that. Wow, did not expect him to survive that, as he hazes me. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him hazing me because that means that my Drapion is not burnt, and I can SD up again versus his Aldino. Now he's gonna go out to Slacking. Interesting. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna actually go out to my Jellicent. I feel like this is the type of dude to Giga Impact, as he Shadow Claws, predicting that. Great play, dude. Though you don't have anything, you don't really have a water resist on your team either. I'm just gonna fire off a Scarf Hydro Pump, as it turns out he is indeed Choice Scarf because he loafed around before my Jellicent was able to, attack. So I'm expecting him to be locked into that Shadow Claw. So I'm actually gonna go out into my Meloetta because like I said, he's locked into that attack, and I could set up a Calm Mind. Honestly, I'm gonna do it, but he's just gonna go out to Scyther anyway. Honestly, no, there's no point. I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice. It hits everything on his team. He does have that Electros, which usually carries Assault Vest, so it could probably tank 2 of these. So maybe I don't even have Psyshock or anything. So yeah, Hyper Voice, Focus Blast. What? What does Focus Blast even hit? Oh yeah, let me hit the Aldino before it Mega Evolves. What a blunder play right there. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna pause it till he makes a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so that guy ended up timing out, so we got another person. I believe this person tried to challenge me earlier, but I was recording with Jambad, so I was unable to. Unfortunately, the thing I don't like about this team is its lack of speed control. Even though I do have a Scarf Jellicent, Jellicent isn't really the fastest Pokemon, so I'm not sure if I want to lay off a Crustal. I don't have a solid Steel Resist that I feel anyway, but maybe Rhyperior can wreck him, yeah, with Ice Punch, Stone Edge, Earthquake respectively. He does have a defogger on his team though, so that's a little bit annoying. I'm going to lead off with Crustal though, as he's probably going to lead off with Durant, as he actually ends up leading off with Flygon. This is going to be able to defog, and I don't have a ground resist. That's annoying. And the fact that I'm cussed that berry means he'll always Good luck, buddy. You know, I'm actually having fun playing different tiers other than OU, but I'm actually faster than his, oh, he Dragon Tails me out into this behemoth right here. Okay, alright. I could high jump kick and 2 KO that Aromatisse, but I think knockoff is a smarter play, as he is going to end up he is going to go for the defog. I still think knockoff was a smarter play that I could have made right there. I wanted to go for high jump kick. I'm not going to make a jam vat. I'm not going to talk about the play after. High jump kick was a bit tempting, but he did have that Trevenant, and I'm going to go for high jump kick right now, as he is going to roost. Okay, you are going to die. So that is gone, and my Crustle can still get up Hazard versus Aromatisse versus Trevenant. So his defogger is gone. My lack of... Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, buddy. Blown back. But, yeah, going on to what I was saying, it's just like, OU right now is burning me out just a bit. I'll definitely continue road to rank 1 and stuff like that and doing OU lives. But I just got to get back into the groove of things, honestly. I feel like when I do lives with friends, it really excites me for Pokemon. And I don't just want to, you know, half-heartedly put out a video. Part of the reason why I upload so much is because I love uploading and I love playing Pokemon. But if that is, you know, being compromised, that's... Am I making any sense? Even though I still want Hitmonlee, I feel like I can just weaken Durant. What is useless on this team? Meloetta can beat this and this and this and this, and I get to weaken this. Jellicent, I can't switch directly into Durant because if he crunches, for example, I could lose my Jellicent right there. I don't want to switch anything into an Iron Head. Drapion can win as well because of Lumberry, just in case this thing is a Cycle Shifting Flame Orb set. And it also Poison Jabs this and knocks this off. So yeah, I think Hitmonlee is pretty useless. I'm actually going to high jump kick just in case he actually doubles into Trev. Maybe he predicted my my Rhyperior? I don't know. But unfortunately, he gets me right there, I guess. But I'm just going to knock off this Trevenant's item, doing a hell of a lot. Probably around 60% of this Trevenant. If he wants to switch back out, something is going to lose its item. That's why knockoff is such a crazy move, honestly. Honestly, it's one of those top 5 game-changing moves along... I actually wanted to do a video on this, top 5 competitive moves that changed the game or that were like, had the most impact in OU. Moves like Scald, Knockoff, Volt Switch / U-Turn, Defog, Stealth Rock, stuff like that. Like, I just named the list. But I wanted to talk about it, its competitive value and stuff like that. So, it just, oh my, Hitmonlee, you're not supposed to be killing these Pokemon. But it's killing everything. So Durant ends up coming out. I'm just going to Mach Punch just to get off a bit of damage. If he's sub Durant, I should be able to 3-hit KO him with that Mach Punch anyway. So goes for Iron Head, as he is Life Orb. I can now go out into my Jellicent. He does not have a Ghost Resist on his team. Just going to fire off a Shadow Ball. It will be able to knock out Durant. Am I faster? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm 100% faster. So goes Sigilyph, as I can easily 2-hit KO this thing with the Shadow Ball. Sigilyph is the Flame Orb Cycle Shift set, and it's going to be 2-hit KO'd by the Shadow Ball anyway, as he goes Aromatisse, and I do get this with Death Drop. I don't think I have to play around with that though, so I'm actually going to go out to Crustle, as he's probably going to Wish Pass. Yeah. I can afford to Shell Smash right here, just in case he wants to go out into Sigilyph. Because I could also Stone Edge right here, but I think Shell Smash is fine as well. Because if he goes Sigilyph, then I can force it out and then get up as many hazards as I want. Another play is just straight up Stone Edging actually. But if he goes Durant, at least I can, you know, I can hit it with something after that as well. Or, I'm pretty sure Stone Edge isn't going to knock it out. I mean, you know what? I might as well just play around with accuracy and stuff. I'm just going to get my Stealth Rock. I didn't want to go right for Stone Edge just in case he went Durant, because it would have been void anyway, because the damage would have been negligible. He probably would have been at 90% maybe after the Wish. So I'm able to get off my Stealth Rock as the monster is coming. My boy Jellicent with the Water Spout. I'm just going to fire one off. I don't care. If he wants to go Aromatisse, that will die. This will die. If he goes Gastrodon, okay. I have switched into Gastrodon being like Meloetta. Meloetta eats up any hit from that. And he actually has nothing to switch into Meloetta, especially with Stealth Rock up. So I'm expecting him either to maybe sack Durant, thinking he could take a hit. He could take a Shadow Ball probably. If he goes back on to Aromatisse, that will be 2-hit KO'd by the Water Spout. He ends up bringing out the Gastrodon though. The best play he could possibly have made right there, as we do see leftovers, and Meloetta just comes out and is able to fire off a Hyper Voice. I guess we could see a double from him back into Durant, but as long as I have Scarf Jellicent in the end, I will win anyway, as he fires off a Skull. That actually does nothing. Where's the boost? I didn't even see it, but I will be able to fire off a Hyper Voice right here. I guess I could go for the Rock Polish sweep, but goes out to Aromatisse. Aromatisse will not be able to take 2 of these. I lied. But actually, I can just go right out into my Drapion right here on the Wish, as he actually ends up protecting. Wow, Aromatisse is actually really especially bulky. I wasn't aware. I always ran physically defensive, which is why I wasn't expecting it to take that. But can SD up as he goes out into Sigilyph, and I don't care if he Cycle Shifts because I do have a Lumberry to burn that burn or get rid of it, and I'm able to knock out the Sigilyph, as now I'm pretty sure Drapion can win, and if Drapion doesn't win, Drapion knocks out Gastrodon with 2 knockoffs while eating a hit, and it also just smacks him as well. He actually ends up going out to Durant. Maybe he's trying to flinch me with Iron Head. It would definitely not knock me out. Goes for Superpower, as I'm good with that, because even though it does hit, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the +2 knockoff, and he's going to be forced to go right back out on the Gastrodon. I'm going to be able to get rid of that thing's item, and should be game. Should be game right there. So be able to knock it off, and the reason I don't really care if that happens is because I can just win with Rhyperior in the end. Yeah, Rhyperior 100% outspeeds this Niche, and it also 100% outspeeds 100% outspeeds Aromatisse. So I'll be able to click Earthquake right here. This is a Life Orb Earthquake. Gastrodon is going to bite the dust, and there is no way Aromatisse is living that after taking 37% from a Life Orb. 355 special attack, stab Meloetta's attack. So yeah, it should easily go down at 50%. It'll probably go down at 70%. Nah, maybe that's overshooting it, but yeah, we're able to win that game, and we're going to look for another game, guys. I'm going to pause it. We'll be right back. Alright, so we got another game. Again, my opponent does not have a Defogger, neither do I, and it's going to be a Hazard War right here, which is a little bit annoying. He doesn't end up leading off with Almastar though, so maybe it's a Shell Smashing variant as opposed to a Hazard variant. Leads off of Meloetta. I can survive any hit due to Sturdy, and also he'll probably knock me into my range of Custap Berry if he goes for like a Life Orb Psychic, but he actually ends up Hyper Voicing. Smart play on his part. That does a lot, though. I want to see... that's probably not Specs, but I want to see Crustle, Meloetta. It might actually be Specs. Yeah, it's definitely Specs. That did way too much. So, I'll be able to go onto my Jellicent right here, as he is going to go for the Hyper Voice again. And I don't see a High Jump Kick switching from this guy, so I'm actually going to double into my Hitmonlee because I just want to click High Jump Kick, honestly. I don't see a switch in. He's definitely going out to Gastrodon right here. Just going to go out into that Hitmonlee and just click High Jump Kick. Honestly, even though Gastrodon can definitely take the hit, if it is a Specs variant of Gastrodon, it will not be able to take the hit. So let's see if we got this double right, as Ambipom ends up coming out. Interesting. Fine by that, though, as I'll be able to go out to my Crustle on the Fake Out. Maybe he'll take some Life Orb damage as well. I think I'm just out of range of Custap, though, unfortunately, and he can fire off a knockoff here if he wants to, so I can't risk switching out, as again, he lacks a fighting resist, so I'll be able to go out to Hitmonlee and just click Mach Punch. I'm pretty sure I can sweep him with a Rock Polished Rhyperior, but Gastrodon is not going to take a Mach Punch plus a high... That did 26%, come on. If I get rid of Typhlosion, I can sweep him with Rock Polish Rhyperior. The only reason I'm saying that is because Typhlosion could be scarfed with HP Grass, especially because this Meloetta is Specs. But either way, I'm able to knock him out with that High Jump Kick, as that is one less threat. That is one threat gone. And if he goes Meloetta right here, then... If he goes Meloetta right here, he has to decide what he wants to do from there, because I do have Drapion to dodge Psychic, and I do have Jellicent to dodge Hyper Voice. He actually ends up going out into Tyrantrum. Are you Scarf, buddy? I'm just going to click High Jump Kick if you're not. I'm jolly. I'm faster than you. He crunches, probably predicting... I'm not sure, because Head Smash would have definitely done more, and it probably would have O-coded my Hitmonlee. But he gets a crit, so it doesn't matter. Now I don't think he's Choice Scarf anymore, as he also lost his Gastrodon, so I can just win by clicking Water Spout with my Jellicent. Though Jellicent does not outspeed Ambipom, so maybe I want to keep it alive. But then again, Drapion could take a hit, same with Rhyperior. So I'm just going to Mach Punch this this Typhlosion, as he is going to be able to Fire Blast me, and did he Specs? Like, what is he? I think I'm going to try and Rock Polish up with my Rhyperior right now. I'll be able to take a hit. He'll probably have to switch. I'm not sure what he could switch out into, honestly. So he's probably just going to stay in, as he's able to do a hell of a lot with that Fire Blast. Are you Scarf, buddy? Yes, you are. So, unfortunately, I'm going to sack my Rhyperior, which I don't think matters much because it also stops him from Shell Smashing, and it forces him to go Ambipom and actually go for the Fake Out right here. Yeah, that's fine, though. He'll be taking Life Orb and all that damage, all that nice damage, so... He'll be able to Shell Smash anyway, right? Alright, Meloetta can take one hit from this Ambipom, I'm pretty positive, and it also stops Amistar from Shell Smashing because I can hit it with a Focus Blast. So I do take, I mean, I granted I have to risk Focus Blast, but I'm able to take this. I didn't want to go out to Jellicent because Jellicent is slower than max speed Ambipom, even with a Choice Scarf. It hits 360 speed, Ambipom's 361. Goes out into his Meloetta right now, and I'm going to be able to Hyper Voice that thing. If he Shadow Balls, then Drapion gets up an SD. If he, also if I win the speed tie, I can also win this game if I get off this damage on him. So I am able to win that speed tie, nice, as he does Shadow Ball. Okay, cool. I'm going to be able to Calm Mind up now. I mean, there was no point in me Calm Minding up. I probably should have fired off 2 Hyper Voices. I don't think it would have 2-hit KO'd Amistar, though. Maybe that was a misplay on my part. Guess we'll see, huh? I think Jellicent will be able to survive any hit. Maybe I should just go for Shadow Ball right here for damage. Let me calc some stuff. Amistar. Amistar. Oh my god, Amistar is just looking powerful as I type in the name. If it's modest, I don't think it outspeeds Jellicent even at +2. Never mind, it will be able to. Because I don't want to just throw this game away. I feel like I did though. Earth Power. Never mind. Yeah, Shadow Ball is the best play. Get off a +1 Shadow Ball as he surfs. Right, sweet. Now I could just go right out to Jellicent and just spam Scarf Water Spout and win the game. Now the reason I calced that is because had he got up to +2 and Shell Smashed, I don't think he would have been able to take me on. I just want to make sure, because if I had to risk Focus Blast right there, I would have risked it. But Jellicent will be able to win this game by clicking Water Spout. We already know he is Specs Meloetta because 1, I won a speed tie versus it, and 2, he did over half to my Crustle with a resisted Hyper Voice. Ridiculous though how crazy the power creep is this generation though. All right, I'm gonna pause it though real quick. We'll be right back. Anyway, Meloetta will go down to this water shot. Sorry, I had to check something. Not what he said, but I got a funny text from my friend. I'll read it out loud actually. Actually, no. Some people might find it offensive. Never mind. I'm not gonna read it out loud. I would have read it out loud, but no, I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk offending anybody because people will find the littlest things to be offended about. Like it doesn't matter what you do, you can't please everybody. That's some life lessons for you, and that's definitely a YouTube lesson as well. What has this live been, man? I'm gonna find another game. We'll be right back. Now this guy has a disgusting team, which actually gets torn apart by Meloetta. Unfortunately, I don't have a psychic move for this. It also gets torn apart by Rhyperior. But I can get torn apart by Scrafty, Magnus Conk, Volt Switch on everything, and stupid Bana is annoying. So I'm going to lead off a Crustle, get on my hazards, he leads off a Bana. Oh man, Bana can be annoying, definitely, especially if he has Taunt. But I'm just going to get up my Stealth Rock and try and weaken this Bana as much as possible, as he is going to Will-O-Wisp me. Misses, nice. Just going to Stone Edge him and weaken this thing, like I said. He does have that Prankster, but at least I'll be able to weaken this Bana and get up a Spike right here. I could double though, alternatively, predicting his Golbat, but I'm not sure if he go right into it. Let me Shell Smash just in case he goes out into it. I'm actually faster than him. But I already knew that. Shadow Claw is able to OHKO me. Unfortunate. But what can I do about that? I don't see how I was going to get out of this without losing 2 Pokemon, and this is the only Pokemon that can OHKO him. If he tries to Will-O-Wisp, which he does, I do have a Lumberry. I don't know if Knockoff will knock him out. Unfortunately, that is not the case. But What can I do to prevent this? This checks Scrafty. This also checks Magneton and Jellicent. Whatever. Let's play off a miss or Destiny Bond, I guess. So unfortunately, I I lost 2 Pokemon for that. Probably should have just Stone Edged again. I knew I wanted damage on that thing, but I guess the Prankster threw me off because I just said he had Prankster, so he would obviously outspeed me. But goes out to Magneton. I'm gonna be able to knock this thing off. I will be able to survive any hit, even if he has Choice Scarf, if he's Choice Specs or Eviolite. What? Eviolite. I'm gonna be able to knock that off, and he's actually Choice Specs, so he'll be able to Flash Cannon right there, knock me out. Choice Specs Analytic at that, but best play. Jellicent, go for the Water Spout, knock him out. Yeah, that prevents Mesprit from coming out, as well as Scrafty, and that also forces in his own Jellicent, which I do have a Meloetta for. So I'm going to go out to Jellicent right now, and I'll just knock him out with the Water Spout. He's probably like, why the hell did this dude just go Jellicent? I can Thunderbolt it, or whatever. But Magneton is going to fall right over as the Scarf Jellicent is just putting in, this Scarf Blob is just putting the team on his back. That's what I like to see. Expecting his Jellicent to come out, he actually ends up going Scrafty. I don't need my Jellicent anymore, and I will be able to outspeed him if he tries to Dragon Dance, so I will be able to 2 KO him, as he is just going to go right for knockoff. Best play definitely on his part, as Meloetta just comes out and clicks Hyper Voice and gets a kill. Does not have a switch in. And again, I'm going for the, I'm pretty sure Rhyperior can sweep at the end. If he wants to go out into his Jellicent, then he goes out to Jellicent. Either way, I'm thinking he's just going to sack Scrafty right here. If he wants to if he wants to go out to Jellicent, then I'll Calm Mind up on that thing. I'll be able to take any hit from him anyway, as Mesprit ends up coming out, which is nice because Mesprit was something that I was scared I wouldn't be able to knock out, and I just get a crit and it dies. Okay. Goes Golbat. I guess he's trying to defog right here. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna Brave Bird. Maybe he's gonna Toxic me. I'm just gonna Calm Mind up. Even though 2 Hyper Voices would do the same thing, I want to be able to smack. I want to be able to smack the Jellicent, and now I'm pretty sure a +1 life or Hyper Voice will be able to knock out this Golbat, and then I can also smack Jellicent, unless he's also Choice Scarf. Ooh, plot twist. Wow, he survives, as he Brave Birds again, knocking me out. Wow, this could be bad, folks. I think I got to go out to my Rhyperior right now. The reason being is I have to weaken Jellicent. I don't want to risk him burning it. I don't think a knockoff will knock him. Actually, no, why didn't I go out to... No, stupid play, guys. Stupid play. But then again, that didn't matter. Maybe he could have been Colbur, Wisp, and then recovered off the damage. I guess that's something I was fearing. But I end up outspeeding him, as he is able to knock me out with the Scald. And that means that, I mean, I guess it didn't matter right there. Didn't matter what I went on to. Though, had he been Scarfed, then I would have just lost Rhyperior for nothing. Then him only would have just came out and won the game anyway. So I'll be able to go right for knockoff right here. And then Scrafty will go down to the Life Orb. Aw, man. He curse-bodied my Hitmonlee. Oh, no. Now I can only go for the Mach Punch or High Jump Kick versus Scrafty. Alright, so I'm going to be able to knock that thing out. And that's going to be a good game. So I think we're going to end it at there, guys. Just because... got some things to do, you know. I'm a busy man these days, but I'm still trying to pump out content, not only because I love Pokemon, but also because I care about my subscribers. That's something I definitely do. Even though somebody's gonna say, you care about your subscribers, but you said this, this, and this. I'm used to that by now. I've accepted that you can't please everybody. Not anybody. Some people you can hopefully believe, like, I hope I can please my girlfriend. Why'd I laugh like that? I didn't mean it in a bad way, okay? I mean it in a way like I can get her flowers and make her happy, or bring her chocolate. You know, you guys don't have to know about my blah, 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 blah. You guys don't have to know about that. Why do I sound like Jambat in this live? Blah, 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 blah. And we're back. But I'm gonna end it right there, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. You know, leave a like if you enjoyed. Sharing it on Twitter also helps. Facebook, whatever you kids are using these days. Nah, I'm still young too. I'm only 21. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more VGC Nuzlocke Road to Rank when that eventually starts up again, because you know I'm trying not to get burnt out. Some videos with friends, Hita, Fajita, and Wi-Fi battle. So thank you everybody once again, and until next time, later.